try to what?
Don't.
On my video?
Yeah.
Well, I'm recording now, so. What is up, YouTube? I'm Laura, and you are watching not one, not two, but 3 channels right now. Well, a video that's going on all 3 channels at least. This video that we're making today is going to be on Atomic News, it's going to be on Atomic Reviews, and it's going to be on Atomic Preppers. So why am I making a video that's going to be cross-posted to 3 channels? There's method to my madness.
Definitely madness in your method.
Madness in my method. Okay, the entire Atomic family is with me today, so expect some smart-ass comments, I'm sure. But we are going to go on a little mini adventure today, out to Kaiser Hot Springs or Kaiser Warm Springs. It's known as both. But while we're there, we're also going to talk a little bit about something that you could use for prepping. So it kind of, you know, cross-posting in that sense makes sense. But why is it going to be on Atomic News? Because I have the most subscribers on Atomic News. I have like 16,000 on Atomic News. So if I want to kind of plug the other channels, it's a good place to put the video to remind everybody, hey, don't forget to go check out this channel and subscribe. So if you are new here to any of these channels that you're watching, make sure you like cross-subscribe because it'll be worth your while. So we are currently on the US 60 right now in Arizona. We're headed towards Wickenburg, and then we're going to be stopping just shy of Wickiup, which is about what, an hour drive?
2 hours.
I'll say an hour and a half. He drives faster than he thinks he does. And we're going to do a little 1-mile hike as he kicks up the speed, you smartass. We're going to do a little 1-mile hike. I'm going to show you guys how to get to this little hot spring. It's a real hot spring, okay, in the middle of the desert, like in a dry creek bed. It's a small pool. It's not anything that's really developed. It's not huge. It's not very deep, but it's supposed to be nice and warm. And we're going to go check it out. And then we're going to talk about these solar chargers that we have from a really cool company called 4 Patriots. And it's a solar charger. It's like a solar cell, small, about the size, a little bit bigger than a cell phone, I'd say, that you can actually charge your cell phones and other devices or medical equipment while you're either camping, hiking, backpacking, or when the shitteth hitteth the fanneth. So, yes, I know, but I can't remember the order of the letters when I'm on the fly like that, okay? So, as we go, we get a little closer, I'll give you guys the directions on how to get here, because it's not really a really well-known hot spring. A lot of people don't know it's there, they don't know it exists, they don't know how to get to it. There's only a couple videos on YouTube about it. So I want to try and make a more informed video for people so they're not just kind of flying by the seat of their pants and then get lost in the Arizona desert. So, until the next clip, hang in there with me. Am I allowed to explore the abandoned? Yeah, go explore the abandoned, whatever that is. So we took a pit stop. So if you follow the 60, you're gonna hit the 93 towards Kingman, and you will pass a little, I don't know what you'd call it. I guess it's technically like a trailer park, but it's called Baghdad, Arizona. If you pass Baghdad, Arizona, you know you're going in the right direction. You're also going to, shortly after Baghdad, pass Nothing, Arizona. That's what that sign says, is Nothing. It's really old, but it's hard to read, but it says Nothing. And it's just a relay tower with a sign that says Nothing. And this abandoned house that we're gonna explore really quickly, just for the fun in saying that we did it. I have to climb over some barbed wire here, so hang in there with me, because I'm not the most coordinated.
You're gonna need a content warning for the insides.
A what? Content warning?
There's interesting drawings.
Oh, okay, so I have to be careful of what I film, apparently, in here. I guess there's some interesting drawings in here. So, there's an abandoned, I don't know, it probably was a store at one time. And we're gonna check this out. This is Nothing, Arizona.
Oh, you're not gonna show the fat lady with the bad titties.
Okay. We're gonna cover up the language, right? This is made for children.
Don't cut. Look at the ceiling.
No,
Swastikas
no.
and naked ladies.
Look at the
Oh.
ceiling.
Oh, okay. So this is the ceiling. It is one giant Richard. Let's just call it, okay? Someone drew a giant Richard on the ceiling here. Okay.
If you are reading this, it is already too late. Turn around.
Oh, okay. That's the warning. Then there's some sort of old shed thing out here. And then an open gate. I'm sure it's to access the solar panels for this relay thing. I'm assuming. There's some trucks and stuff over there. I don't know if anybody like actually works out here or does something out here. Like maybe there's another building out here or something. There's a truck out there too. But anyway, if you pass the turnoff for Baghdad and you pass Nothing, Arizona, you are going in the right direction towards Kaiser Hot Springs, aka Kaiser Warm Springs. So, you can tell kids came up here and did this because,
Some of this is depressing. Like one of them says, "I fucked up, Mom. Sorry."
oh my gosh, I don't know what this says. Halloween Lips Future.
There's another
I don't know what all this means, but
This is
oh,
the bathroom.
Dutch rules. I have a dog named Dutch. What else is over here? What is this? Some sort of shit. That's
There's a
nice.
big mushroom in here.
Yeah, there's mushroom in the bathroom.
There's a
There's
mushroom.
a
in
note
there.
that says it's too late to turn around.
Fuck religion. Fuck you nuts.
Shh.
Oh, sorry. Oh my god.
Tiffany was here, just so you know.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Yes.
Break a bottle. It's cool.
So
Someone
that
got their Snapchat. You
I'm
should add.
someone Snapchats on here.
Somebody's Snapchat.
Sparkles
Okay.
time.
Snap. Anybody want to send a snap to that person? Find them.
Sparkle time.
Here you go. This is not your imagination.
Maybe you live
So this is a real place.
in New York.
God bless the atomic bomb.
What about New York
Oh, we should have brought a pen and put Atomic News was here. God bless the atomic bomb.
I mean, there
That's
might
what
be
it
one
looks
in the
like
car.
was-
Wait, Lainey has her backpack.
City? Yeah, I do. Here,
Look.
let me see if I
Her
can find like
backpack
a
is
highlighter
full
or
of
something. I wanna see-
Oh, pens. Okay, so we're gonna write something in here. So Lainey's gonna go ahead and get her a marker or something, and we'll
Nikki
write.
loves olives.
We'll add to it. I don't know what like asbestos and shit I'm breathing in right
Oh,
now.
I'm sure I've got AIDS already.
We have a Ebola-rona.
Funk 2020.
Well, hopefully she hurries up because what does this say? Don't step on that shit pile over there. I don't know what kind of shit that is.
It's probably burned human.
I love olives. I'm so glad that
That's
person.
human feces.
Are you sure?
That's
That doesn't look human. That's like a weird pile. I don't know. Did somebody pull over and come in here just to take a dump?
Well, no, people do drugs.
Oh.
Didn't you see all
Do you have a
the videos
pen?
about drugs?
I have a highlighter.
You have a
I
highlighter?
don't know if it'll work. but
Here,
we
take the
can
cap
go.
off for me.
Here.
I don't know.
I might be able to look
Okay.
in my purse too.
I don't know if this will work, but
We're gonna
we'll see. Atomic
Yeah, it kinda works.
News was here. YouTube.
Can I like break a wall or something?
There we go. I made my mark. All right. So that's the end of this clip, and we'll be back in just a few. I'm pretty sure this is what they're talking about here. Then you take this road.
Yeah, because if they were coming from this
Yes.
direction and they said, "Oh well, if you get to the bridge, you
Uh-huh.
missed it."
Yeah. So when you're coming up past Nothing, Arizona, you're gonna pass one massive metal steel bridge, and then shortly after that, like 2 miles down, is going to be another bridge, which is right there, and that's the bridge you want. And that's if you're coming from the south. If you're coming from Phoenix, then you want to pass the first bridge and stop at the second bridge. So you're going to turn off to the right, and you're going to turn right where that arrow was that I just showed you, and then you park right here in this area, and then you trek it in. See, this is exactly what I thought. So find a parking spot here. And
Look,
that's
there's
where
me.
we're going down, right? Oh, see, there's somebody down there already. Somebody's here.
Ooh.
So
So you mean parking over there?
wherever you want to park, honey. Wherever you feel comfortable parking.
You can go through
So
there,
sorry
go
that
down
I
to that
flipped
guy.
the angle, the view. It's just when we're on a bumpy road like this, it's easier to hold my phone in this direction than it is horizontal. So park where you feel you're comfortable parking the truck, dear. Maybe down under the shade where that guy is. I don't know. It's up to you. So anyway, like I was saying, just after you pass Nothing, Arizona, shortly after that, it's probably what, 10 minutes north of Nothing, Arizona.
At least.
Yeah, you pass Burrow Creek and the Burrow Creek campgrounds, and then you pass the first bridge, and then shortly after that is this bridge right here, and that's the bridge you want. There's going to be a little turnoff right as you get over the bridge, and that's where
Head northwest on US 93 North, then sharp left onto US 93 South.
There you go. That was my little map going. So we're going to park it here, and then we'll show you some of the view in just a few minutes. Okay, so if you come in through right here, right where those arrows are, you can either park right there. There's fence on either side. If you don't have four-wheel drive, I probably wouldn't come this way, but the truck can make it and park right there. So we parked right there. You can go down here underneath the bridge and park in the shade, but if you take that path, it looks like you kind of have to go down a steeper area. To me, it looks easier if we follow this path right here and around that way, because it seems just safer. So that's the way we're gonna go. I tried not to get this guy's truck in the video because I think he was a little surprised that we popped up. But we're gonna take this path here, walk along here for a while. When we drop down into the canyon, I will start the video back up again. Okay guys, so there is a little bit of a obstacle, and it's this hill, and we just had to come down this. I literally went down on my butt like through this area right here, and I slid down, and my oldest daughter held my hand because I am not the most coordinated person, but if I can make it down as a non-coordinated person, you can too. So
Coming from a coordinated, it's not that bad.
so this is the canyon we want to be in, and we are here. So when we get a little farther down, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, here is another marker, so you know you're going in the right direction. We're just gonna call this grass rock because it's cool rock, but if you look, there's like lots of patches of grass growing out of it, out of the holes. So this would be on your left as you're walking through the canyon. And if you pass grass rock, you're going the right way. And if I turn around, there's the bridge. So again, I apologize for the vertical filming, but it's just easier to hold my phone when I'm walking on uneven surfaces, even if it is this sandy kind of creek bed. Whew, I'm sorry I'm out of breath, but you know, this girl's out of shape. So there is gonna be a cave that's coming up. When we get to the cave, yeah, you can go in it. When we get to the cave, we'll clip that in. Okay, so if you come up on this mountain, this is where I believe the cave is going to end up being. But this mountain right here, you're still going in the right direction. Just a little ways back, I didn't show it, but there's kind of a flattened little shack. Maybe I'll catch it on the way back out. I don't know if somebody used to camp under that or used it as like a sweat shack or something like that. I think another YouTube mentioned that, another YouTube channel. But if you're going into this little dark mountain area, you're still going in the right area. There's a lot of burro poop or cattle poop, I don't know what it is, but it's something all in the sandy area. Yeah, those are some markers too. If you see a lot of poop, you're going in the right way. And yes, I'm out of breath, but this is like walking on the beach, like with really deep sand. So when we get to the cave, I'll pop back in. Okay, so we're taking a little breather on a nice cool rock here in the shade, but the road forked. So there's a higher road that's rocky and looks like a rocky road, or you can come in the sandy way through the creek bed. Either way, you still get to the right place, and that's the way you want to go. Still that dark kind of rock, but it doesn't matter which way you go to the fork, you're still going to get back onto the sand path here, just so you know. All right, and just as I turn that corner, boom, there's the cave. So just after that shady resting rock where they were sitting, not far, is the cave, which we're gonna check out. Well, hurry up then. They're fighting to who gets in there first. It's a little cave, but it's still a cave. And it's still really cool, so we're gonna check it out. Oh, it looks like somebody had a little fire in here. See the little teepee looking? So somebody probably camped here one night in the cave. It looks a little damp in there. A little damp. Here.
Something.
Let's come around and come in.
Hey, yo!
Nobody's in there, dingling. So we are now in the cave. And then I'll give you a view facing out of the cave. So we are in the little rock cave in the desert. See? And somebody had a little fire there, or at least tried to have a little fire there. So if you need another shady place to rest or to lay down, that cave will be on your right, slightly after the shady, flat, cool rock that they were resting on. We are almost there. Okay, now I know we're really, really close because this sign, did you see it? She found water. So when you see that sign, it's a little bit up there, somewhere right up here. So when you see that sign that says danger, exploration site, whatever. It's a handwritten sign. It's not like a federal sign. So fuck that shit. Excuse my language. But we are on it. I think that's it right up here. I see wetness. So I'm not going to video the whole walk, but when we get up there, I'll start the video. Okay, so you see it's kind of all wet around here. You know you're in the right spot because you can see the water is seeping up to the ground. These are seep spots. And then over here is the tiny pool, the oasis that we were looking for. It is here. We made it to a true, legit hot spring. It says Hobo Oasis there on the sign.
Yeah.
This is, somebody must have built this up a long time ago and made the rocks around it. This is it. Let me get closer. So see Hobo Oasis? It's just warm. It's like bath water is what it is. So when you come in, you're gonna cool off basically in a bathtub. So you can kind of see right there in the middle, that's the source it's coming out of. So once we change our clothes and get in there, I'll get closer so you can see where the water's coming out. But this is Kaiser Hot Spring, or Warm Spring I should say, depending on the time of year. So we are gonna change our clothes and get in the water, and then we'll finish off the video. All right, so I am sitting in the little hot pool. Well, it's actually, okay, yeah, I would say it's like a warm spring versus a hot spring.
That's a bee.
Yeah, there's bees around. Is it? Yeah, there's gonna be some bees. There is some moss in the pool, which is fine. It's not bad. The temperature, I would say it's like bath water. Wouldn't you say?
Like 99. It's warmer than me, but not.
Yeah, it's almost like body temperature. So when you get in, it's just like there's no shock. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's not
satisfying.
It's satisfying.
Very
yes.
weird.
Yes. So we're sitting in the water here.
Here,
See? The water.
Show us.
Oh, you want to see?
There's some little moss.
The Atomic Kids there. And we're actually sitting in this little pool.
There's a bee.
Okay.
You're a bee.
You're fine.
No, I don't like bees.
How deep would you say this is? Like
2 feet.
15 inches?
18 inches.
18 inches? It's about 18 inches deep. Like when I'm sitting down, it goes up to my boobs, okay?
It goes up to like the end of my shoulder blades.
Yeah. And it's pretty comfortable. So now I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you the source. So hang on just a sec. Okay, so this right here is the source, right here. So, like I don't want to stick my hand too far there. That's the hole. I'm assuming somebody burrowed that hole in there somehow at some point because somebody built up the rocks around the pool.
Gotta rebuild it.
Yeah, somebody made this little pool at some point and it stuck. So they dug it up, they put the rocks all around it so that the water could fill and make the pool. There's my feet. Hi. And then when it gets too full, it seeps over the sides and just kind of over.
It goes down
And
What's that?
feeds Burrow Creek.
There's huge pools over there.
Pools? There really is?
Huge pools. Yeah.
Oh, maybe we need to walk over there and get in those pools too.
Please
Like
no,
this?
I don't want to walk anymore.
There is some moss, so no big deal as long as you don't care about a little bit of moss, whatever. It's not gonna hurt you.
Best hope you don't mind getting moss
like
in your
that.
hair if you have long
Yeah.
hair like us.
Well, you're not supposed to stick your head under the water
I
in
know.
any natural hot springs because there can be brain-eating amoebas that enter in through your nose only.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't ever dunk yourself under in a hot spring just to be safe. Unless it's like unless it's like a touristy one. Those are a little bit different, and they'll tell you if you can or not because they actually test those waters. Obviously, this is not a pool where they test the water because this is out about 1.5 miles away from the road, not far from Burrow Creek and Burrow Creek campgrounds. It's probably a good 1.5 miles walk in, and just when you feel like you're never gonna find it and you're about to give up, that's when you run into it. So if you follow all my clues that I gave you, the visual clues, you will get here easily. I am not the most limber person, the most coordinated person anymore, not at all. And if yeah, like I had to hold my daughter's hand a few times to get down a few rocks, but if I can make it down here, you can make it down here, unless you're in a wheelchair. But it's really cute. Like this, someone painted a little palm tree there, and it's just a groovy little place. It really is. It's really neat. So this is our little oasis for the day. I thought I'd share that with you guys. It's a nice little walk, enjoyable little soak. You guys know hot spring water is high in lithium, magnesium, silica, calcium, which is all really good for you. Obviously, we don't know what the water it contains here because
Should have brought your life straw.
I know. Ooh, no, I don't want to drink the moss water. I know. It hasn't been tested, so we don't know what this particular pool is high in, but it's sparkly. Like if I look down in there in the rocks, there's sparkly stuff. So I think there's quartz, yeah. So it's pretty cool. So if you ever get a chance to come to these little warm springs, I would call it a warm spring because it's like cooled off, bath water. I would recommend it. Bring the family down here, pack a lunch, get a nice desert view. I wouldn't recommend doing it in super hot weather. It's like 70 degrees today, between 70 and 75, and we were sweating bullets, and like I have my underwear hanging up on the tree. So anyway, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to clip in a short video about our solar charger so that this video can go on to Atomic Preppers, and we hope you enjoy that part as well too. Alright, so the very last part of this video, I'm just going to show you guys the solar power charger that I was talking about at the very beginning of the video after we went on our little adventure. We're home now, and I meant to do this out in the rocks and in the sand, but it was so hot and we were so tired after that hike. But I wanted to show you this solar charger here that is from a company called 4 Patriots. I got 2 of these for about $40 plus shipping, and it literally charges my phone. I'm connected. You can see my wire there. That's my USB port. Okay. And as you can see by the lights there, it is charging, but it totally does it off of the sun. So if you're out and about hiking, backpacking, camping, or the shitteth has hitteth the fanneth, this is going to be a useful item for a prepper. We plan on having one of these for each one of our devices, but we only have 2 so far. I just bought 2 to get us started. And it works really well. So you could use this to charge your cell phones, devices, laptops, what'd you say? Tablets, yes, tablets, medical equipment. Like I have a TENS unit that I use for pain, and I could charge my TENS unit off of this. So the sky's the limit on this as long as you have the sun. So if you are thinking of some simple ways to start prepping, this is a perfect item for you to add to your prepping collection, and I highly recommend it. It works well, it's easy to use, it's simple, it's light, it's about the size of a cell phone. You can tell by, you know, how it sits in the palm of my hand here, and you can say hi to all my doggies. So there's Rob's phone, Mr. Atomic, and it's actually smaller than his phone. So super easy. He leaves these on his dashboard of his truck, and you know, you could leave this out on a picnic table. I mean, really, there's no limits to this that I can think of, other than if I lost it, right? So I'm sure there are other companies that make these, but for Patriots, really fast shipping, easy. I think it's a fair price, you know, $20 a pop. So there you go. So there's the prepping part of this video for you guys. As I said in one of my previous videos, you've got to learn to walk before you can run. So start with simple things like this, and go from there and work your way up. So last time we tested the Life Straw, and we drank lake water that was filtered. And then now we are talking about the solar power charger. The next thing I believe that we are going to talk about in the next prepping video, which will be its own video by itself on Atomic Preppers, is the crank lights. Having a light that doesn't require a charger like this or batteries of any kind. You can actually crank them, and that's what powers them up. So I hope you guys really enjoyed our little adventure today, and thank you to everybody from Atomic News who watched this video and has gone over and subscribed to our other two channels, Atomic Reviews and Atomic Preppers. I will put those links in the description box below so that you can cross subscribe to all three of the Atomic channels. So until next time, you guys, peace out.